welcome back to the spoiler part where I'm actually going to talk more in depth about the movie and of the comic book. Now, in the comic book, they do a lot of the character backgrounds and the characterization of all the different characters, which makes them all really appealing and interesting. However, due to this being a movie that's, like an hour and a half, 2 hours, or something like that, they couldn't do that. And all the characters except for Rorschach suffered for it, because Rorschach was the only one they really did. I mean, they did go into each character's backstories a little bit, but actually, I don't think they even went into Night Owl's backstory. No. But I mean, overall, really, I feel like that they really focused on Rorschach out of the whole movie. Is that just because he's the most popular character out of the film? I mean, to me, I hate when comic book movies do that. That's what I hated about the X-Men movies, is that they focus solely on Wolverine when there are literally hundreds of different X-Men. And you're doing a movie on the X-Men. Don't focus on just one character. Give them all attention. And this is exactly what this movie did. They gave all of its attention to Rorschach. Now, the other thing that they did was they changed the ending. I know, a lot of comic book fans are bitching about this. And honestly, I usually don't mind when they change things like this, because, let's face it, a big, giant, genetically altered space squid would not have translated very well into the movie, and it would have been awkward and whatnot. I understand why they didn't do it. And in fact, I was fairly okay with Dr. Manhattan without knowing, making a weapon that was going to destroy New York, and then realizing that it was based upon his power, so that he got framed for it. I was okay with that. What I was not okay with was the fact that they changed the ambiguity. And it pissed me off because they seemed like they were going to solve the ambiguity, and then they just left it there. It's like, well, this is what you should really do, but we're not going to actually do it. Bullshit. You either pick one or the other. I mean, this really, really got to me. I mean, at the very end, they decide that they're going to keep quiet. And Rorschach says, no. You just killed millions of people. You killed them. That is not right. And Night Owl's like, I don't know. I mean, the world is at peace. And Rorschach goes, this is the difference between you and I. You are willing to compromise your beliefs. You're willing to compromise what is right and what is wrong. And I am not. And he walks out of the station, and Dr. Manhattan is floating there and looking at him, and he's telling him, it's like, I'm sorry this had to happen, but, it's for the betterment of mankind, blah, blah. And Rorschach says, bullshit. You don't care. And if you did care, this wouldn't have happened. And Dr. Manhattan is just like, but I do. And he's like, no, you don't. And they keep talking, and finally Rorschach's just like, look, this is pointless. You're just going to kill me. What is one more dead body to you? Just do it. And blows up, Rorschach. I mean, once again, this is stuff that I'm not having a problem with. But then Night Owl just goes into this raging fisticuffs with the villain, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to solve the ambiguity. That's fine. That's fair. Because, a lot of people feel really uncomfortable, in a movie like that, with such ambiguity. Was that right? Was that wrong? Granted, it makes for very good storytelling, but, sometimes you go to a movie just to be entertained, not to think. Especially a comic book film. But no. Instead of solving the ambiguity like they were hinting at, they don't. They pretty much say, yes, what these people did were wrong, but they're not going to do anything about it. Fun. If you are going to change the ending, change it. If you're not going to change the ending, don't change the ending. But don't half-ass it. Don't pick the middle ground and try to please everybody. Because then you just piss off everybody. Didn't we all learn this with Spider-Man 3? You know, when they were trying to do all the villains, all three of those villains, they were trying to please everybody and no one was happy. Essentially, folks, my big complaint is that ending. I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. It just pissed me off. In any case, like I said, it's an okay film. Rorschach is a really entertaining character since he's pretty much the main character. I don't know. Once again, I love Rorschach. Rorschach is one of the coolest superheroes. I'm just kind of upset that instead of concentrating on some of the other characters, they spent most of their time on his character development, and the other characters severely lack from it. I'm going to stop ranting and raving now, because I don't know how long I've been doing it, and to be fair, it's probably gone on far too long, and I'm going to have to try to edit this beast. In any case, this is Omki Excalibur saying, go see this movie. If I were to give it, a star rating, I'd give it 2 out of 3. 2 out of 5. I mean, it's not a great movie, but it's okay. So, if you don't want to waste if you want to go see a movie, but you don't want to, feel like you wasted your money, probably don't go see this movie. Maybe wait for it when it comes out on DVD and rent it, or maybe you absolutely have to watch it. Go see it. I mean, it's okay. Anyways, this is Omki Excalibur saying, take it easy, guys, and if it's easy, take it twice. Later, guys.